in, sit down. We're gonna do a channeled message, so we're gonna see what comes out. I was gonna do a pick a card, but the topic I was doing it on, it just wasn't clicking, so I'm not gonna force a reading because it just drains me and it's probably not what needs to be heard right now. So we're just gonna do another channeled message. Hello, welcome to my channel. I am JC. I'm an intuitive tarot reader and psychic. If you're new to my channel, like I said, welcome. If any of the, check out my videos. I'm also on TikTok. You can check me out on there. If you like this video or, you know, kind of resonate with it, I would be very grateful if you subscribed, or just share, or, you know, help a girl out. Pass on the message. If you're returning to my channel, hello. I really do love all my viewers and followers. I'm so grateful for you guys. You have no idea the amount of gratitude that I have for my viewers. So we're just gonna get right into it. I'm not really sure what this reading's going to be about. I did a couple readings before that, so energy's kind of all over the place. I'm kind of interested to see, intrigued, nervous. I'm just kidding. I'm not nervous. The only thing I'm nervous about is it's kind of a new thing for me to be in front of a camera. I'm usually behind on the other side. So it's kind of weird for me to be on this side. Okay, are we ready? Hello. Also, oh yeah, my Etsy shop is up. I will be kind of releasing, I want to say, I decided to do kind of daily or every couple of days do promos and stuff for really cheap readings, because I want everyone to be able to afford no matter what your budget is. Reading, or just if you need a question or something. However, there is a limitation, so just check out my Etsy shop. I'm still kind of tweaking it, and you know, I'm probably going to add a couple more readings. I just haven't really had time to do it. So check me out. Check me out on Etsy, check me out on TikTok, and let's get into your channeled message. Ready? Spirit, angel guides, ancestors, and higher self, please provide me with clear and guided messages to what the collective needs to hear, and protect me as I open myself as a medium and a channel. Okay, this is way too many cards. They're like, we're here. Throw the cards all over the place. I love that. That's what we should talk about. Let's try that again. Okay. What does the collective need to hear? What message needs to come out to my viewers? This may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, you know, I have tons of other videos, or, you know, ones on my TikTok that might, but this usually, they become pretty specific. I try to generalize them as much as possible, but I have to go with the energy of what's going to it, just to make sure the person that needs it gets it, you know. Show me what this reading's gonna be about. I feel like they're just being stubborn. Like, we gave you all the topics. Try again. Spirit, show me a card, please. I'm going to pick up. Maybe they don't want me to use this deck. Okay. Let's try Moonology. What does the collective need to know? What message needs to come through? That will happen sometimes. And if it's something, there was a bunch of cards that shot out before, but No, I'm getting it. Now I'm even getting messages. Okay, so some of you, there is a new start coming. It's at the bottom of the deck. It kept popping up too while I was shuffling. I am feeling new energy. Some of you, this might come in Sagittarius season. Some of you, it might be a romantic cycle. Others of you just might be finding, yeah, a new romantic cycle. Others of you might be just kind of falling in love with your own life again, or just, you know, maybe things of yourself that you thought that you lost. So work through your fears, new moon and Scorpio. Show me one more. Show me. Freaking knew that was gonna come out. I knew it. Doesn't count if I don't say it though, does it? Give a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo is at the bottom of the deck. So we have a new start is coming, and it seems like you're going to have to work through your fears when it does approach you. These are both new moon energy, so I think a lot of you are probably at the end of closing out some kind of cycle here. What else? What can we expect in this new cycle? What new cycle are we talking about here, Spirit? Love, career, adventure, moving. We have love. Maybe after a period of solitude. Some of you. Raise your hands. I'm just kidding. Show me security and love. Oh, somebody's moving into a N. We're getting action. Yeah. Someone has been, and I won't point wands. I need to stop. Some of you will get my humor and others of you won't, and it's totally fine. You can be like, what is she talking about? It's totally fine. Some of you are starting a new cycle where you're going to be coming into a more secure connection. I do think that the reason why I work through your fears is here is because a lot of you probably are a little bit guarded and closed off. The thing is, with Scorpio being here, Scorpio, I'm not like a sun Scorpio, but I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart. Scorpios are like deep people, but they don't show it on the surface. The reason why Scorpios, like if you think about it, a scorpion, right? A scorpion would rather, if they have, I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but as a scorpion out in the wild, if they feel like something is going to kill them, they sting themselves and kill themselves because they would rather kill themselves than be defeated by somebody else, or just hurt that badly by someone else to, like, you know, create, I don't know. I feel like they just kind of create their own. I'm trying to put into words what I'm kind of feeling, because I feel like a lot of you are, even though if you don't have any Scorpio, like, don't let the signs kind of, you know, kind of like trigger you and be like, well, I'm not Scorpio, it doesn't apply to me. It doesn't matter. It's just, I feel like a lot of you are cautious about being vulnerable, and because we have love here and security. I think because you and Scorpios, like when they love really deeply and really intensely. But they also, like, once, if they feel like they're, their vulnerability has been taken for granted, or their love has been taken for granted. They can create that hard, that's where that hard kind of exterior where they want to kind of protect themselves, right? Build a sense of security. However, whether you're Scorpio or not, you're about to come into a new cycle. And I feel like it's going to be in love. It's going to provide you security. I am getting another energy that some of you are going to have to like kind of go out of the cave that you've been in. I do feel like this is a secure love no matter what. And the reason why I say it is because security is, this looks, the stars are outside of the cave, right? And it looks kind of cozy and kind of safe in there, and got a nice little fire going. However, I feel like there's going to be some action needed on your part in order to kind of like really get the cycle, really be able to embrace this cycle. And I feel like there's a sense of a little bit of guardedness. I feel like there's going to be a need of flexibility. But I feel like when this comes, I feel like you're going to have to take action on it, and you're going to be a little protected, and that's okay to a certain extent. So let's get into, and I feel like it's because you want a sense of security, or you haven't had that. I'm getting like, okay. I'm just getting a lot of, I feel like there's 3 groups of you. If I had to group you all together, not, I mean, everybody is, this is a collective reading, so you have to just kind of take it what it is. Sorry, I'm just being straight up, you know. I'm getting a lot of different vibes here because I feel like a lot of you have been a little bit burnt in the past when it comes to relationships, but I feel like you're ready for something new. And I feel like it's like the stars are aligning for it to kind of happen, but I don't want you to be I'm getting the feeling of some of you might be overprotective, or where you're kind of not exploring what's outside the cave. I mean, look at all the pretty stars out there. Get outside the cave. You can always jump back in, right? Easier said than done. I get it. But I think you've been in this place of security, and I want to say it's been isolation. It's time to explore what's outside is what I'm getting. And I do think that there is something that is kind of secure, and it's kind of, there's a lot of stars here. I feel like there's the moon cards, they don't all have stars, but these do, especially this one, this new star. So there's something definitely cosmic, galactic. You could say that the stars were aligning. I do think this is some kind of fresh start in love, but I feel like there's a sense of, I feel like you're just kind of hanging out in your cave here, and we're gonna find out when I pull more cards. So I feel like there's a need to kind of take action, you know. If you hear noises in the back, it's my dog. He's having a date with his dinosaur girlfriend. Her name's Dina. If you hear some heavy breathing and panting in the background, it's my dog having date night with his girlfriend, who is a stuffed dinosaur. It's funny. Anyway. So I'm gonna get one of these again. I'm gonna try this. Do you wanna tell me any more about the situation? No, there's no. Okay. Sorry. As soon as I picked it up, that deck is probably dead. I did do a bunch of readings before, so I do want to pick up this one though. And this one seems to be doing pretty good. What else can you tell us about this new start in love for the viewer? What can you tell us about this new start in love? All tied up. Number 23. You're keeping yourself tied up with work, or just not. This one came out in the last one too. What the hell? The Sun. I'll take it, but show me more. Show me 2 more of this. Okay. Oh, that's good. Ooh, okay. We have a caring connection, number 14. And then we have a 43, man holding a coin. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have thinking woman. So I see what's going on here. Whether you resonate with male or female, it does not matter. Tarot, especially on my channel, I do not. Whatever you identify as, you are more than welcome here, and just take it how it resonates. Tarot, there's no male or female. It's just you embody masculine or feminine energy at some point in your life, and we all change. So, wow. Okay. All right, so we have the thinking woman and door to romance at the bottom of the deck. And sorry, just give me 1 second. So some of you, and this is a general reading, like I said, I'm trying to kind of, because I'm getting a couple different things here. Some of you have kept yourself tied up. Others of you, but I feel like you're starting to I feel like for a while you kept yourself kind of blocked off from love or dating or connection or whatever it was. I mean, obviously it's a love reading. So maybe you're just like, you were done with dating, or you had a relationship and you're like, I'm good for a while. I'm going to focus on myself. But I feel like you need to kind of let your, and this is only for some of you, and I'm going to explain the other thing that I'm feeling here. You need to kind of let, and it was 17:17 on the clock when I said that. So a lot of you are on kind of like a divine path, right? And you're feeling really good in being yourself again. I do think that there is a connection, if you're not in one yet, or if you haven't met someone that you're interested in, I do think there is one coming in. I think it is going to change the way that you look at relationships in a very positive way. Where it's going to be a very, for those of you who've had really good relationships and you're like, it just didn't work out for whatever reason, and it wasn't anything toxic, or there was no kind of codependency or anything. I do think that this is going to be a very, very different relationship than you've ever had. I think it's going to be stable. I think the person that's coming into your life is mature. They're stable. They know what they want. I think that they have their shit together, whether they're male or female. And I think that you're going to know because the way they look at you. Some of you could meet this person through work. I'm not really getting that too much though. Not too much. The only reason I say that is because some of you might, or you might meet through a work friend. Because Scorpio is the 8th house. The 8th house rules work, career, you know, stuff like that. And then you have it with a man holding a coin, which is kind of like a King of Pentacles, which is very stable, grounded. Anything tangible, right? So we have the thinking woman. I think because this new start or new is coming, and for those of you that are already in a connection, I feel like there was some kind of tie up, right? There was something that kind of knotted all of this together. And there was something that kind of, I don't want to say tie up the connection, but there was something that it made you feel a little constrained is what I'm getting. Maybe you felt like you weren't able to communicate with your partner. I do think this is more of a new thing though, if I'm being honest. Or maybe the reason why, maybe you're even, for those of you in a connection, I do think that maybe you were holding yourself back in a way because you didn't feel secure in certain ways, which could have led, it could have been from childhood trauma. Some of you, your partner wasn't aware of it and you were afraid to like let them know, but you just decided to close that part off. I don't think this has to do with anybody who's been in a long-term connection. I am feeling most of you, this is a newer connection and you are not with anybody right now. The thinking woman is here with 47. I think that there's a lot of thought going in. I'm just getting the feeling of hamsters running on wheels up in your head. Multiple. If you're a Scorpio, yeah, that happens. And other signs like are very, everybody can overthink no matter what sign you are. However, I think that the door to romance is opening. This kind of came out in the last one too. It's opening, but your heart is in this cage, right? Number 33 is also a life path number. So some of you might be 6, master number 33. That's a healer number. I do feel like this connection is healing. Like I said, I think it's going to, even if you had good connections up until now, and you're like, no, I don't have any beef with my exes or no toxicity. It just like didn't work out. I do think that this connection that's coming in is going to make you, it's going to be completely different than anything that you have ever experienced, and not in a bad way. It is going to require you to kind of take action, be a little bit more flexible, but it's going to be really, really worth it. You have blessings after this. Beautiful card. I do think that this is going to be a connection that is going to stir up you're going to have a lot of turbulence around you, because after this, the blessings card, it's the courage card. That's turbulence, right? There's water smashing up against the rocks. Even though the sunset's beautiful, you wouldn't take your surfboard and jump into that, right? Paddle out. I wouldn't. That just looks like a death wish. But the thing that I'm feeling, because there is quite a few different stories here, and I'm sorry if I'm like maybe losing some of you, but I just have to kind of try to delegate into, just so some of you can maybe resonate with this or not. So what I think it is, I think either way, this is a connection that's going to be very different, that is going to challenge you in ways, but in really, really good ways. I do think that this is a connection that a lot of people are going to envy. And I do think when it presents itself, you might even be a little bit caught off guard. You're either trying to protect yourself, and you've been kind of trying to protect yourself and just kind of trying to focus on yourself. Some of you just kind of, I'm getting the feeling that you're just kind of like, you were over the dating game and just thought it was complete bullshit, or you just had some bad experiences and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna make myself happy. And then this kind of comes along. Or it's going to, and for some of you, it's going to provide you're going to be a little guarded at first, but it's going to provide you such a sense of security And it's going to challenge you on an intellectual level as well. And I don't mean in a bad way. I think it's going to, because I'm getting a feeling a lot of you need, that's part of when you're attracted to somebody. You're on their level intellectually, right? You want to be able to have a conversation with them. You want to, just not just shoot the shit about like little things. Like Scorpios are not about small talk unless they're walking by. You're like, oh, hey, what's up? Nice day, right? Yeah, right. See ya. Bye. Usually Scorpios want to get more deeper than that. And I feel like a lot of you are very deep. You're very intelligent. A lot of you do have your shit together. But this kind of connection, I feel like is going to be at like a deep level to where it's romantic. It kind of hits like, emotional, spiritual, intellectually. I think that you're going to have a lot of physical chemistry too. There's a lot of fire here, the sun. But I feel like this is kind of part of your path, but just getting like a lot of messages. Some of you are going to have to kind of put yourself out there a little bit and be vulnerable. You're going to have to, and that's the action part of it. Because when this comes in, I feel like you're going to have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. You're going to have to put yourself out there. You're going to have to get out of your little cave that you've been in secure for a long time. Others of you are just going to, some of you might even have to take action on this person. At the same time, I feel like there's a big warning here. And just to say that a lot of people, I think, are going to be envious. There might even be some people that are going to try to kind of sabotage it a little bit, or I'm just getting like shit talk, gossip. I'm getting a lot of whispering, like there's going to be a lot of talk about it. So what is going on? What is going on? There's envy, there's door to romance, there's security, there's all tied up. I mean, we're all over the place here. What is going on? Tell me more. Courtship, change, yeah, big change. There's a big change. This connection is going to really change you. And it's going to be in a really beautiful way, like that starry sky I keep being drawn to. I do think that this is part of your path. I do feel like, though, don't hold yourself back in this connection. I think it's time to come out of the cage for sure. Because there's a keyhole there. There's no key. It's time. And 33, like I said, is a master healer number. They're healers. They're mentors. They're people that inspire other people to be better and just to... it's people that 33 is kind of like, people look up to that part, other people. It doesn't even make sense. I'm sorry. Because I'm getting envy, and I feel like I don't know if some of you you might be in front of a lot of people. Like, I don't know if some of you have a platform and that's why there might be some envy, there might even be, in that case, there might be a need to kind of up level the security, or just maybe even keep this under wraps at first until you kind of figure out where this is going to go. 17, we have gift. What else? So this is a gift. This is, like I said at the beginning, I definitely think this is part of your path if you're not on it. Mature man. Mature person. Number 5 is also change, and you have 14 here, and 1 plus 4 is 5, and then you have 23. 2 plus 3 is 5. So it kind of just, what it breaks down to, you have 5, 5, and then 47 is 11, And 33 is, I mean, 33, that's a number, master number, so it was 11. What else? I feel like some of you have been waiting for this, and others of you, you don't see it coming. Thief, number 24. Yeah. I feel like that goes with envy. And in both of these cards, I'm being drawn even to, there's a bright light in Thief in the back, you know, and then there's a bright light. See how they're kind of similar? These are two totally different decks. So watch your surroundings. You know, if people are talking shit and hating on your connection and it's something that's beautiful and it looks beautiful, I don't see any kind of bad vibes here other than Thief. I just don't think that's in the connection. I think that there's like a I'm just getting like blossoming romance. Adjudication, number 30. This could be kind of like the Judgment card. It's also, to me, it's like justice, you know, being fair. It's something that's equally balanced, something that's right, you know. I think if anybody tries to mess with this, I think, you know, justice will be served. I think that if anyone tries to like sabotage us, I do feel like there will be kind of karma that plays out in itself. We have Pathway and we have Community at the bottom of the deck. Let's go to, I'm like, what do I use? Choose the Egyptian deck. I like this deck. I do think I'm getting a lot of different energy with this. We have the Two of Cups. Reading's over. Done. Two of Cups. This is a true partnership. You're being divinely guided to each other. We have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and the Ace of Wands. What more can you want? I mean, this is something that has, like, Ace of Pentacles is kind of like planting the seed. It's something that's has the ability to grow into something more. The Ace of Wands is that spark, that passion, that, I mean, the Ace of Wands to me is amazing, like, sexual chemistry too. And then you have the King of Cups, which is a mature emotional connection. People, don't let them ruin your beautiful new start. I mean, this is something that's good, that has the ability to provide the security to blossom. I just keep getting drawn to all the flowers that are kind of even just still blossoming and all the stars and stuff. I do think this is something that's a part of your connection. I think the main message is, for this channeled message, is don't let outside influences steal this, because Thief is, you know, this person's like pickpocketing them, and that's so minor, right? And but think about it, if you have some kind of platform of some sort, people are going to talk or say shit, or even if you're just in like a really, if you have like one of you has like a group of friends that likes to just gossip, or, you know, I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of outside envy. That's why I think either one of you or both of you might have some kind of platform or something like that. The reason why I think about at least one of you does, or maybe you just have like a lot of friends on social media or something. I feel like that's just where envy and thief comes in. I feel like a lot of people are going to be really envious of this connection. They might kind of hate on it, and I don't want it to, because I'm getting the vibes that one of you, you know, like working through your fears, one of you is a little bit fearful of just getting into a connection to begin with. But this is something that's really good. It's meant to happen. And haters gonna hate. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em. You're in love, and you're gonna have good sex too, so fuck them. I know. Sorry, I'm probably gonna get kicked off YouTube, but oh well. There's still TikTok, right? I'm just kidding, YouTube. I love you. Don't kid me, please. I like doing this. But you have something beautiful, and it's emotionally mature, and it's secure, and it's like this new start I feel like some of you have been wanting, and it's going to bring you a lot of happiness and just joy. I think, like I said, you match with this person on, you know, an intellectual level, and, you know, a physical level, and a spiritual level, and just like having like Manhole and Coin, like I think that you're both kind of even, you kind of know what you want in your life, right? You both, and this is like a new pathway. And I think the message is just dive into your new beginning and screw what people think. Unless, I mean, if it turns out to be something toxic, that's just something, and you know, you've been through something like that before. Obviously, every person that watches this, you know, the relationship might not turn out the same. You know, I just really am getting the feeling that this thief card isn't somebody that's in the connection either, and nor is this envy. I feel like they're outside influences. And maybe that's where you just have to kind of lay down your own gavel and be like, no, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to listen to all the naysayers, because it's been, you know, I finally met like a cool person that I click with and vibe with, and just don't let outside influences kind of affect that. I also think that some of you are going to need to be vulnerable to really be able to kind of embody this relationship fully. I mean, Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Wands, Two of Cups. I mean, what more can you want? The Sun, a new start, love, security. I mean, you have all the things here. Just, you might have to just let go a little bit, and be a little vulnerable with this person. So I hope that resonates with somebody. I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. If you want to book a private reading with me, check out my Etsy shop, follow me on TikTok, and let me know if this does resonate. And if it's not something that you're experiencing now, then it might be something that might be coming into, you know, you might, the next relationship you're in, whether you have like a platform or not, you might have a lot of people that are envious or feel like that they need to have say in who you're dating or who you know, about your connection. And they shouldn't, because this is beautiful. So love you guys. Thanks for checking out my channel, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.